Hello world, welcome to another video on my channel where I'm building my own digital assistant named Shane, like Jarvis from the Iron Man movies and comics. This is another video in my Christmas lights playlist, and you might be wondering, what does this have to do with you building a digital assistant mainly with Python programming? Well, the goal is to create an interactive Christmas light show. We've seen hundreds of YouTube videos of these programmable Christmas light shows, but what we haven't seen is an interactive light show. And this video is exciting because this is one of the last pieces that I need to learn how to program into the show before I make an interactive or attempt to make an interactive light show. And what it is a singing element. So I chose this C9 RGB bulb. It's about 46 inches tall. So we're on the holiday Coro. That's where I've been getting most of my props and my controller. I'll leave a link in the description. I do have a referral code for anybody that wants to use it, and then I get a small discount or something from the website. But so this is a 46-inch one right here. I got the black one. So I got this standing format right here. It's black. And then what kind of lights you need to let them know. Just the standard 12 millimeter. That way they can make the holes for you. I did not put the graphic on the front of this prop. But you can, for extra money, put more colors on there. If you do want a solid color, let them know what it is. And then finally, yes, I wanted the printing of the light string path with the pixel counts. I don't honestly know. I guess you can put the model on your screen when you upload it into Xlights. But I just clicked yes for an extra $10. It's really smooth. I'll show you what that looks like in a second. And so it does require 200 nodes. So I got the 4 of them, 450 nodes. But note, look at this. Recommended 6-inch spacing for no cutting and splicing. Or 3-inch spacing, which is what we've used throughout the rest of the props that we have. But you will require a small number of splices and extensions. So it's very inexpensive to get the 6-inch spacing. I don't know why you would want to splice it, unless the only way I can think of it is if you already have a bunch of 3-inch spacings that you use maybe for another prop and you just want to use it for this, which that makes sense. But yeah, so I bought 4 of the 50 node 6-inch spacing. Let's click this right here. Yeah, see these right here, these pliers. If you don't already have them, I recommend getting them. And I'll show you probably as I'm assembling this. But some of these custom Coro are very hard to put in the bullets, the LEDs. And I might just have sensitive hands, but I needed these. I need these pliers to put them into the Coro. Yep. All right, so once you get those ordered, this website's awesome. I live one state over from where they're headquartered at, so I get these relatively fast. So now let's cut over to when we actually receive it so we can see what it looks like. All right, so this is what it looks like when you get the package for the bulb. That's my cat Cinnamon, marking it, making it hers. So let's open it and see what's inside. All right, so this is what it looks like. So it's a fairly large box. This is the back side of it. As I mentioned in the beginning, I spent about $10 to get the wiring diagram put on it. And then 4 of the nodes, but with the 6-inch spacing. This is my first time working with the 6-inch spacing. And so that's a pretty complicated wiring pattern, but the 6-inch spacing is to prevent any splicing. So I'm assuming, like right here where it says 83 to 84, the 3-inch would not have covered that, and so you need the 6-inch spacing. So that prevents any splicing, so I shouldn't have to do any splicing. to make this wiring pattern, and then it goes from 1 to 200. Alright, so let's put the lights in and see what it looks like. Alright, before we put the lights in the Coro board, I wanted to do a quick LED test. And luckily I had a port with 200 lights already programmed from when I did my arches. And you can watch that video by clicking here or click on the link in the description. That's my cat Ivy. And then, so all 200 lights work, even with the 6-inch spacing and 4 of them connected. And so now that we know that the LEDs work, now we can install these into the Coro board. So let's do that now. All right, I have completed putting all 200 of the nodes into the Coro. And then I used the little tie straps that came with it to tie down the cables. I used the 6-inch spacing like we talked about in the beginning, so there's no splicing. If you use the 3-inch one, there's some long gaps you have to make that even stretch out the 6-inch spacing, and that's why you have to splice if you use 3-inch. I messed up twice, and I had to redo it all, so I would really take your time and put each one of these in. Here's my cat Cinnamon. Every time I do a YouTube video, she has to be the center of attention. I do highly recommend buying this from Holiday Coro. It is a bullet, the node bullet inserter, and it saves a lot. That my thumb was absolutely destroyed from putting these in. It could be just, I ordered it and it came brand new and it was very tight for each one of these. And so this took a lot longer than I had hoped. I know we already function tested it, but I do want to function test it one more time. So I'm going to put it back in the port where we did the arches and do another function test just to make sure that while we were inserting the nodes that it works. So let's plug it in and check it out and make sure that all the lights still work. Okay, so I connected this to the same port that I did the 200 LED arches. That's my cat Ivy. She also likes to come on out when I do my YouTube videos. And it looks like every LED works fine. And I don't know what my cat's doing. So that's good. I just wanted to do a function check before we because those nodes are hard to push in, and I want to make sure I didn't break anything. But they're pretty sturdy and everything works, and the face looks pretty good. So now that we've done all of that, the goal is to go into Xlights now, and then we will import the model and have it ready for us to program. So here we go. All right, now that we got the C9 bulb, all the lights in it, now we're going to import it into our layout. And so you can see I've already done that here. Before you can do this, at least in the version I have 2014.17. I know there's way more updates than that. But before you can import it using this down arrow, like just put it anywhere. And then it's going to download all the ones that it has on there. So in 2014, I can't find the same size with 200 LEDs when you use the import custom models, right? So Holiday Coro is not one of these, but usually you should be able to find it. So with the C9 bulb, if you did a search, you could see many of them, but the pixel count's like 250. That's a matrix. There's others as well on here, but they're not exactly what you need. And so you can go to this website. It's Holiday Coro. They have a bunch of models already created for you. I will put a link in the description for this. But what you're going to do is I just pressed Control F C9 and it went straight to this. So this is the part number right here, the -1-2 seed pixel standing C9 with submodels. And make sure you get the submodels. That's the one I like. And then make sure it ends in .x model. So you can just download this into your downloads folder. So that's the first thing you're going to do. So instead of doing this, we're going to do right here, create new custom, and then go into your downloads and see right here, this one, go ahead and open it. Should I import aliases from the base model? Sure. And then that's in there now. So you're going to want to find an empty port on yours. Make sure you do the controller as well, HinksPix Pro. And then don't do anything else except put your port in there. I don't want to, well, I guess we can put an imaginary port. We don't have to save it. But you can go, just to check it out, you can press save now. But you can go to Faces and click here, and you can see the wiring diagram. See all these submodels right here? This is already done for you, which is awesome. You can also go to the, let's see the model data. Here we go. The model data right here. So make sure that this is looking from the back. So turn your thing backwards, and you can see this is the exact wiring model that we have that was printed on the back. So you could do this yourself if you want. That's up to you. But that's how you do it. And then press save, and then it's already on there. Right? And then you put it wherever. Mine's going to be right here. I bought a 6-foot 1/2-inch pole, I believe, or 4 foot. I'm not sure. And I'm going to put it right behind here, really close to my controller, because this is kind of an empty spot in here. And so now when you go to sequencer, let's do file, new sequence, musical sequence. Oops. And then quick start. Yep, that's fine. So now you can see that the singing C9 is on here. And so one concern is, let's say you have to, as I thought I was going to have to program the whole song myself. So I'm actually going to close this and show you kind of a behind the scenes of my 2025 show. And so I'm doing Ariana Grande's Santa Tell Me. I'm not going to play it because I'll get copyright stricken. But let's look at what it... I thought I was going to have to program this, the vowels right here. Santa Tell Me. So S-A-A. I thought for sure I was going to have to spend months doing that. It turns out that there's a program that does this for you. So let me show you really quick. I'll post a link in the description. It's called Lighting Fanatics, autolyrics.lighting fanatics. So first, with the MP3 file, you're going to choose file, find your MP3, upload it here. Okay, and then when you do that, you're also going to need to paste the lyric text here. So you can simply go to Google and then type in Ariana Grande Santa Tell Me lyrics. And then you can just copy this right here and then paste it right into there. Depending on what website, make sure it doesn't say chorus 1, verse 2, right? Just the lyrics of it. And then you press upload, and then it's going to take quite a while. Mine took, I don't know, half an hour, maybe more. And then you'll eventually get this download. If this is your first time going to this site, you'll have to log in. You have to log in using Google or Facebook, you know, one of those auto logins. And then once it's ready, you can download it. So once you download it, it'll download it into a timing sequence. Okay. And then when you're up here, you can just go to right-click this new timing. Oops. And then import timing track. So you go here, and then it's going to, you have to find it. I've already moved mine as well. I think I moved it into Xlights. Yeah, output.x timing. So you go ahead and import that, and that's how you get this already broken down. Now, is it perfect? Not quite, but I don't have the energy to change it. And when you have everything else going on in your sequence, on your layout, when everything else is flashing, I don't think people are truly gonna notice when it's off by a beat. So that is incredibly helpful. It's really easy to import these lyrics and then program your light show. So I'm not going to go into the individual on the Xlights, but after I do my 2025 show, I am going to do how I approach Xlights, because I do it a little bit different than everyone else. And so, yeah, so that's it. And so I hope you import this singing faces into you could do this with the Christmas tree, right? Get this timing download. This has nothing to do with the C9 bulb. This is any singing element that you put in. So if it's a Halloween pumpkin or whatever, you're going to need to do this yourself. Unless you want to program it all yourself, and then I say good luck. But yeah, so I hope this helps. If it helped you, please leave a link in the comments with your light show. I would love to see your light show if this video helped you. And thanks for watching. Goodbye, world.